Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Everyone, this is our video for science. In this video, we are going to talk about the matter. What is matter? Matter, it's anything that has mass and volume. We can distinguish between matter, or can we describe the matter by two properties. The first is physical properties and the second is the chemical properties. First, we're going to study the physical properties. The first one is the color, the taste, and smell. We can use the color to distinguish between or to differentiate between gold, copper, and silver. And the taste is used to differentiate between flour, sugar, and table salt. The smell is used to differentiate between oil, vinegar, and perfume. First, the density. The density is the mass of unit volume of matter. To calculate the density, we use the rule density equal mass over volume. If you want to measure the volume, we say mass over density. And the mass is equal the density times the volume. The measuring unit of density is gram per cubic centimeter, where the mass is measured in gram and the volume is measured in cubic centimeter. The material which has higher density than water sink in the water, and the materials which has lower density than water it float on the water, such as wood, cork, and oil. As we see in the picture, the nail and wax is thin, but the wood, the cork, and the oil is float on the water. We have a live application on the density. First one, the water is not used to put off the fire of petrol fires because the density of petrol is less than the density of water, so the petrol float on the water and the fire will increase. Number two, balloons filled with hydrogen or helium is raised up in the air because the density of hydrogen and helium are less than the density of air. Number three, the melting point. The melting point it is the temperature at which the substance changes from solid to liquid as the ice is melted into water. We have a question here. Give reason. Copper and gold alloy is used in the making jewels because the copper and gold have a high melting point. As also the nickel chrome is used in making heating coils because the nickel and chrome have high melting point. Number four, the boiling point. It is the temperature at which the substance changes from liquid to gas as the water changes into water vapor. Number five, the hardness. The material are differentiated into three types. There are solid material or soft material, and there are solid material or materials that can be softened by heat, and there is a material that can't be softened by heat. The soft material like rubber, plastic, and cloth. The soft material by heating as iron, copper, and aluminum. And there is solid materials that can't be softened by heat like coal, sulfur, and wood. Give reason. The screwdriver are made of steel or because it's very hard. Iron is better than copper in concrete building because the hardness of iron is more than that of copper. Number six is thermal conductivity. There are two types of material, good conductor of heat and bad conductor of heat. Good conductor of heat, substance that allow heat to flow through, and bad conductor, they are substance that don't allow heat to flow through. Good conductor example ليها iron, copper, and aluminum. Bad conductor, wood and plastic. And also we have two types of material in the electric conductivity as good conductor of electricity and bad conductor of electricity. The good conductors they are substances that allow electricity to flow through, and the bad conductors they are they are substances that don't allow electricity to flow through. The example of good conductors: acidic solution, alkaline solution, and salt solution. And the example for the bad conductor: gases, metals as sulfur, non-metals as sulfur and phosphor, and sugary solution. So we can distinguish between salt solution and sugary solution by the conductivity. The salt solution is a good conductor of electricity, but the sugary solution is a bad conductor of electricity. Number two, the chemical properties. We have three types of metals: very active metal, and less active metal, and inactive metal. The very active metal, they lose their luster once they exposed to the air. As they exposed to the air, they react with it, like sodium, potassium. Number two, the less active metal, they rust after a long time exposed to the air, as iron, aluminum, and copper. Number three, inactive metals, they don't react with the air, as silver and gold. Let's answer these questions. Right, number one, write the scientific term. Mass of 1 cubic centimeter of matter, it is the density. It is the temperature at which substance change from solid to liquid. It is the melting point. The measuring unit of volume is the cubic centimeter. The substance that don't allow heat to flow through, it is the heat insulator or bad conductor of heat. Substances that react with oxygen as soon as they being exposed to the humid air, it is the very active metals. Give reason. Washing of cooking pans are made of aluminum with rough material. We should wash the cooking pan with rough material to remove the layer of rust. Number two, some material float on the water surface and the other sink, all because the density of some material is more than the density of water, so it sinks, and the density of some material are more than the density of water, so it floats. Give reason. The electric wires are covered with plastic, all because plastic is bad conductor of electricity. Okay, let's see the problem. In an experiment in determining the density of liquid, the following results are recorded. The mass of the empty cylinder is 75 grams. The mass of the cylinder containing liquid is 135 grams. The volume of liquid is 100 cubic centimeter. Calculate the density. If I want to calculate the density, I should know the mass of the liquid and the volume of the liquid. Let's get the mass of the liquid. The mass of the liquid equal 135 minus 75 equals 60 grams. So the mass is 60 grams. And the density equal mass over volume, mass dividing volume. Mass is 60, volume is 100, so 60 dividing 100 equals 0.6 gram per cubic centimeter. Okay, how can we differentiate between gold and silver? We can differentiate between gold and silver by the color. Sugar solution and salt solution, we can differentiate by them by the conduction of electricity and by the test also. Vinegar and perfume, we can differentiate between them by the smell.